Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Slot man moves right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now Scott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Russell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Second and 1.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Scott will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the bootleg, Whitfield. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run on first down. It's Pearson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Operating from the gun, Whitfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And the tight end goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Whitfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 4th down, Whitfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, Pearson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
7-7, our score after 1. Here's Scott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Buccaneers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go again with Scott.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a give right side. It's Pearson. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 9 now. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Scott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From the gun on third down, Russell. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Throwing to start the drive, Whitfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On the carry, this is Scott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Russell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Off the play fake, Whitfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Off play action, Whitfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And now an audible here into something else. Off the play fake, Whitfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but we feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Russell. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Tough when their first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a give right side. Pearson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off play action. Whitfield. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, we've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barber. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll run on first down. Scott
knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Looking to throw. Russell. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Russell. Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a give, right side. It's Pearson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 9 here. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Scott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Russell. And he's got his man on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barber. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitfield. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Pearson, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
3rd down and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Pioneer.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Scott. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Hey, check that, street, go!
Looking to throw. Russell.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Russell. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Russell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
Check smash. Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. Russell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Russell. Touchdown! From 17 yards out.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Down the right sideline. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Russell. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring,